Hey everyone, hope all is well. Firstly, a very happy Diwali to everyone. I hope this Diwali brings a lot of joy and happiness in everyone's lives. Let's get started now. So, today I'm going to talk about a topic which is very close to my heart because it's very integral and it's a very common question that a lot of our learners, mentees, connections on LinkedIn keep asking me, which is, what is the real use of an MBA? And people ask very relevant questions sometimes, well wishers, friends, acquaintances, which is, that you did your MBA in a COVID year, you spent 40 lakhs on ISB. Has it really been worth it? Has it panned out really as per your expectations? And I wanted to record this video to talk about some intangible benefits of doing an MBA because a lot of people talk about CTC, positional level promotions, pre post MBA salary. That's there. That definitely happened for me also. But I wanted to touch base on some things which happened which I hadn't ever expected, right? So let's get started. Firstly, I think a tier 1 MBA really helps you in thinking in 2 cross 2 or 3 cross 3 frameworks and grids. What I mean by that is that life throws a lot of abstract business problems at you. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to figure out how to increase traction for your startup, how to approach investors, how to handle operations, how to deal with customer queries. Or if you're a growth manager or a marketing manager or a strategist or a consultant for any organization or startup, also, you keep facing these problems, right? Which is how do I increase sales for my brand? Or how do I reduce the marketing spend that I'm having right now? How do I make organic content? How do I manage finances for the business unit that I'm heading? So these are a lot of abstract problems which appear very humongous when you look at them. But an MBA and the theoretical frameworks that you learn, be it in operations management, be it in corporate finance, be it in marketing, be it in comparative strategy, those frameworks help you in breaking down these problems in real life into smaller steps, right? So, if let's say you want to figure out that I want to increase the sales of my team that I'm heading right now, in let's say a startup, I want to increase it by 2x, right? So it appears to be a very humongous problem. But an MBA gives you frameworks to solve these problems. These frameworks are guiding lights, right? So you can think about it that, I can increase discounts, I can increase my marketing budget, I can bundle some offerings together, stuff like that, right? So, uh, and this really worked for me because I'm doing something of my own right now, and you keep facing problems every day. And I'm able to dissect it into smaller, doable steps because I remember those frameworks from my business school classroom, right? So that's one definite value add, which not a lot of people talk about. I think secondly, an MBA really widened my horizons drastically, right? So, and it's not only through people who are teaching you, it's through people who are learning with you. What I mean by that is that the diversity of your peer group or the cohort that you're attending the program with really affects you, right? So, if I take my example, I went to do my MBA with 2 years of work ex, right? And my neighbor in my apartment in campus was an army veteran who had 20 years of work ex. My closest friend had 5 years of work ex in analytical consulting with ZS. My other friends, they came from a product management background with Microsoft. Somebody had been an investment banker for 3 years. Somebody was doing something of her own in the fashion space. So the diversity that you get while you're in business school really, really exposes you to so many different thoughts and ideas. And I think that really worked well for me because I had the lowest experience in my cohort. But the kind of conversations you have, be it in a study group, be it in an assignment, be it in a case competition, really evolves your thought process. It introduces you to so many ideas that you were not aware of, right? So, and I made it a habit to participate with, friends who came from different backgrounds, be it in a case comp, be it while making my study group, be it while doing projects, so that I could learn from their journeys and them. So that's the second thing. Thirdly, I think it really helps you get a foot in the door. What I mean by that is that, I used to apply for a lot of jobs off campus during my undergrad. And I used to maybe get one reply out of 100 cold emails that I sent, or 2 out of 10 DMs sent on LinkedIn, which were answered by the prospective recruiters and hiring managers and CEOs I reached out to. But after I completed my MBA, it gave me that, it gave me that validation from the eyes of the prospective hiring manager that, this person has completed this program, so he or she might be interviewed or should be interviewed. So the kind of the replies I got from CEOs, founders, when I needed help for my startup was immense. I mean, it was something that I was never expecting. And I think it only happened because I did my MBA from a tier 1 B school. So it really helps you get a foot in the door in terms of referrals for a job, in terms of reaching out to a hiring manager, in terms of reaching out to a prospective investor, or in terms of seeking mentorship from somebody who has been there and done that, right? And lastly, I think an MBA really gives you a safety cushion. What I mean by that is, I'll take my example. So I took the entrepreneurial plunge right after completing my MBA, and my thought process was that, if let's say this doesn't work out in the next 6 months, then I'll maybe get back to finding a job, and my ISB degree will help me in, finding that job more seamlessly, right? And that confidence was only there with me because I had completed my MBA, right? So when I say it's a safety cushion or it's a safety net, it simply means that an MBA gives you a chance to explore. It gave me a chance to explore and toy around with my idea of an education venture, while I, in the back of my mind, had this plan B that if it does not work out, then I can always go back to my previous employer or start finding jobs or find a job easily. And that's a definite value add, right? Because a lot of people want to do something of their own, or they want to work in a startup and they want to leave corporate, or they want to be the founding member of a company, but they can't do that because they don't have a plan B, right? They know that if they leave this job right now to find another job or join an early stage startup or do something of their own, then it's very difficult to get back to that scenario that you were in, right? But tier 1 MBA gives you that flexibility to explore and toy around with your ideas and your passion. So these were the four things that really worked for me, and I am a staunch advocate of doing an MBA from a good business school, which you can obviously notice from my videos also. So I hope this helps you in making an informed decision if an MBA is worth your time, money, or effort or not. And I'll see you very soon. Thank you.